What is that, a plane crashing in the park? I better investigate, thought Blake Alexander, seeing a strange light in the sky. It turned out to be a UFO landing. Oh, an exploration ship, said Blake, recognizing it. Should be neighborly and see what they want. Take us to your leader, the grey alien said. I am my leader, the emperor of this system, said Blake. What brings you to my system? We want to make our presence known, the alien said. You're known. I've seen your people before. I'm descended from your race, Blake said. Oh, said the alien, then we'll go. Then they left again. Sad and dejected, they wanted to make the first contact, and they met one of the descendants of their race, so they weren't first. It wasn't the end of this. Blake was chased 4 months later by the Men in Black till they realized he was not going to be a problem, as he was an alien like the Men in Black and the ex-Zeracians, so it was merely an alien meeting aliens. I saw the leader of the hybrid aliens, the one who calls himself the Emperor of the Solar System. I saw him meeting aliens at a UFO. They were trying to invade. He must have told them to leave because he was the ruler, said Professor Charles Potts. You heard what they said? Asked Lance Alexander. No, saw them. They spoke to him and left, said Potts. How do you know what they said then? Lance asked. He is an alien autocrat, said Potts. No, he is a diplomat. He must have asked them for paperwork they didn't have. That would be the only reason they would leave so fast, said Lance, who knew his father Blake. He saw him as obsessed with paperwork, as he was always moaning about it. Like that would happen, think boy, Potts said, the apparently younger man who was twice his age and only looked younger because of his race's habit of aging to 25 and stopping growing older. But Professor, said Lance. We must stop this alien invasion, said Potts. Alien invasion? What alien invasion? Said Lance, laughing. We must exterminate their king, said Potts. Exterminate their king? What do you think they're a cockroach infestation? Asked Lance. Worse, I wouldn't wear this hat if they were cockroaches, said Potts, pointing at a leather hat on his head with a plastic lining poking out. I wanted to ask you about that, laughed Lance. It is lined with Velostat, Potts said. Isn't that packing stuff, said Lance. Yes, but it is an electrically conductive polymeric foil, said Potts. Did you make it yourself? Asked Lance. No, I bought it from a guy in America. He makes them. Why? Asked Potts. Why are you wearing a foil hat? Asked Lance. No one can mess with my mind when I wear it, said Potts. I'm sorry somebody has already messed with your mind. If you think Blue Midnight is the leader of an alien invasion, he's too straight-laced to start an invasion, said Lance. He has hypnotized you too, said Potts to his friend. Blue Midnight is a superhero, not a danger. He'd bore you to death with his repeated references to paperwork. The only operations he performs are autopsies. He's a coroner. Are you defending him? Me? I want you to see the truth. He is no danger. He is the leader of a hive of alien hybrids who have taken over the world in secret. Great, now he's the leader of the Illuminati. No, an alien invasion later. A friend of mine wants to kill your dad for being the leader of an alien invasion. What? You are the leader of a hybrid alien race and you need to be stopped. Come off it, boy. What is his danger level? Dark Sorcerer a very imminent danger, or Masked Chicken a danger to only him? Actually, he's Masked Chicken level. You protect him for me. All right, who is your friend? My friend Professor Charles Potts. Oh, him. I know about him. He sees himself as an alien hunter. I won't let him hurt anyone else. Else? He killed an alien hybrid, or thinks he did. They were actually a regular... human. A dentist no loss there, said Blake, who disliked dentists. He murdered a dentist, Lance said. Yes, here is his death certificate, said Blake. A paper appeared in his hand and he gave it to his son. I see, said Lance, bursting with joy. Are you all right, boy? Asked Blake. I have a plan, said Lance. This is Blake's show, said Lance to Potts at the magic show of Blake and his assistant Max. I know, said Potts. We can get him here when he is distracted, Lance said. Okay, said Potts. I need an assistant from the audience, said Blake on the stage. Here's your chance, Lance said. Potts volunteered. This is a dangerous trick. It has killed many magicians, said Blake, handing a gun to Potts after proving it real. Fire it at me. I will catch the bullet in my teeth, Blake said. Die, you alien monster, cried Potts, firing at Blake's heart. The bullet went through Blake as it would a ghost. Max grabbed Potts and he turned into Blake. On the stage walked Max, the real Max. How did you do this? Asked Potts. With magic and a little help from my friends, Blake said. Lance walked onto the stage with a policeman. He murdered Gary Barlow because he thought he was an alien, said Lance, coldly. My friend, said Potts pitifully. My son, said Blake. And he attempted to murder Blake Alexander, Lance said. Lance gave the policeman some paperwork, including the death certificate and the ghost of Mr. Barlow's interview given by the king of the Grim Reapers, Blake himself. Come with me, Potts, said Sergeant Simon Xander Drax, Blake's great uncle. Professor Potts to you, Potts shouted. Okay, Professor Potts, why do you hate aliens so much? We're harmless, Simon said, dragging Potts off. The audience's applause rang through the theatre. Blake bowed to the audience.